Hey guys, I'm John Setzler. Welcome back to Man Cave Meals. Today we're going to fire up the Lone Star Grill and we're going to make some pastrami. So let's get started.
The easiest way to make homemade pastrami is to start out with one of these grocery store variety cured corned beef briskets. These need to be desalinated in ice water for a period of 12 to 24 hours before you go to cook because these are very salty. After your briskets had time to desalinate, it's time to fire up the smoker. We're going to fire it up to a temperature of 250 degrees for this project. I'm going to make a rub for this pastrami that's made up of equal parts of coarsely ground black pepper, coriander, and granulated garlic. And the next thing I'm going to do is put a very thin layer of mayonnaise on our brisket to use as a binder. And then we're going to coat it liberally with this black pepper, coriander, and garlic rub that we just made. Now it's time to put this brisket in the smoke. And we're going to let this guy smoke until we get an internal temperature in the meat up to about 190 degrees Fahrenheit. About 8.5 hours later, we are up at 190 degrees internally, and we have a beautifully smoked piece of pastrami here. The next step in this process is to wrap that piece of pastrami in foil, wrap it up tightly, let it cool at room temperature for about an hour, and then chill it in the refrigerator completely. So now we'll slice into this thing and have a look. It's got a beautiful color. Beautiful cure. You can see that this guy's cured all the way through, and it just looks beautiful. So let's make a sandwich. I've got some caraway rye, and I'm going to lay quite a few slices of this pastrami right on top of that bread. And then I'm going to add a little bit of my homemade Man Cave comeback sauce. I'll give you the recipe for this sauce in the video description. And then it just can't be a Reuben if we don't put on a nice little dose of some Bavarian sauerkraut that also has caraway seed in it. And we'll finish it off with a few slices of Swiss cheese before we top it off with a second slice of the bread. I've got my griddle warmed up, so I want to get a nice little spot of butter melted out onto this griddle, and we'll place our sandwich right on that to get the grilling started. And then when it's ready to flip, we will flip it and get a nice buttery grill on the other side of this sandwich as well. And after that cheese is nice and melty, we're going to call that sandwich done. And now I'm just going to slice this sandwich on the diagonal and give you a little cross-section view of what it looks like, guys, because this is a perfect Man Cave edition of a Reuben sandwich. It's something you definitely want to give a try.
So if you'd like an easy method for making pastrami where you don't have to cure your own brisket, guys, give this a try. Let me know what you think. Until next time, this is John Setzler with Man Cave Meals.